It all started on a rainy afternoon in London. Emma, a young painter, rushed into the train, holding her soaked sketchbook close to her chest. She sat by the window, her eyes lost in the storm outside. When she turned, she saw him, a man with dark hair and a mysterious smile, reading a book of poetry. Their eyes met for just a second, but something inside her shifted. For weeks they rode the same train without speaking. She drew, he read. Their silence became their secret connection. Sometimes their eyes met, and she would quickly look away, her heart racing. The unspoken tension grew heavier every day. One evening, the train suddenly stopped in darkness due to technical problems. Nervous whispers filled the carriage. Finally, he looked at her and said with a calm voice, "Don't worry, it won't be long." His words were simple, but for Emma, it felt like the beginning of something infinite. After that night, words flowed more easily. A week later, he invited her for coffee after midnight in a tiny cafe near the station. They laughed like they had known each other forever. She learned his name was Daniel, a writer searching for inspiration. Emma showed him her sketchbook. Page after page, he found drawings of himself, his profile, his hands, his smile. Embarrassed, she tried to take it back, but he held her hand and whispered, "No one has ever seen me like this before." Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. They spent hours walking by the Thames, sharing stories, dreams, and fears. Emma painted, Daniel wrote, and together they built a secret world only they understood. One day, Daniel confessed he had to leave for Paris for work. Emma felt her world collapse. At the station, with tears in her eyes, she whispered, "Will you come back?" He kissed her forehead and said, "I'll find you always." In Paris, he wrote her letters filled with poetry. She answered with sketches of her days in London. Though apart, their love grew stronger through ink and paper. Months later, on Christmas Eve, Emma boarded her usual train. When the doors opened, Daniel was standing there with the same mysterious smile, holding a single red rose. "I told you I'd find you," he whispered. From that day on, they never rode the train alone again. For Emma and Daniel, love was not fireworks or grand gestures. It was a glance, a sketch, a word, and the promise of always finding each other, no matter the distance.